want to get to for you this afternoon, including our team coverage on the weather here at home and that early morning tornado that Bruce and Mark have been talking about in Coventry. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Mike Savino has been at the scene checking out the damage today. Mike, what's it looking like there?
Well, Mark, it's really interesting, driving around town, talking to people. A lot of the people that we talked to say that things certainly got scary this morning. But if you look around, you wouldn't know there was a tornado. And then you come here to David Hayes' sculpture field. Even driving by the property, you wouldn't know there was a tornado. But then you see this behind me. The owners estimate that the storm took down at least a dozen trees and a dozen heavy limbs just in that area.
Well, it certainly woke us up.
Like most people in Coventry, John Hayes was jarred from his sleep this morning. If it wasn't the cell phone alert for a tornado warning, then it was probably the thunder from this morning's storm. Once it passed, Hayes came out to assess the damage. He thought things were fine until he went further down his family's 50-acre property.
This by far, we've had the property since 1971, and I've never seen this amount of damage just in the half hour that it was that the storm came through.
Hayes displays metal sculptures made by his dad, David Hayes, but he estimates a dozen trees and another dozen limbs fell during the storm. He also guesses a quarter of the roughly 200 sculptures on display toppled over. The National Weather Service confirmed an EF0 tornado touched down multiple times in Coventry, including near Hayes' property.
There were some localized power outages, and also in a couple of streets nearby there was just a lot of debris around there, but it was in a pretty small localized area.
Police were called shortly after 4:30 to a home on Flanders Road near another touchdown site. There, trees took down wires and blocked a road. A portion of Flanders Road was closed for most of the day.
The wind was blowing so hard that as soon as I walked into the bathroom and closed the windows, I was getting drenched with rain.
Homeowners in that area say conditions were pretty bad this morning, but the damage was very localized. Even homes just a short distance from the touchdown site were unscathed.
My wife was very concerned. She wanted me to go down to the cellar, but I turned the TV on and got a coffee.
As for Hayes, he'll have to close his sculpture field for 2 or 3 weeks for cleanup. And just as things were picking up, he was getting more visitors looking for social distance activities during the pandemic. But he's confident he can make things safe for visitors again very soon.
We do have some dedicated volunteers, and the neighborhood is very supportive.
Now, Hayes says he's able to keep this place operational thanks to donations from people who come to visit the site. And he does say many of those people are generous with their contributions. But he's also hoping to get state or federal disaster relief to help with the cleanup. Live from Coventry, Mike Savino, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Okay, Mike, thank you very much.